Well, today's the day of maintenance. We got about 4 inches of snow last night, so I got to clean that up. But the curveball is we're going single digits starting tomorrow afternoon, and actually I think tomorrow during the day, and then over the weekend we're supposed to go get over a foot of snow. So snow's already piling up around here and stuff, and this thing, the water pump decided to start grenading itself the other day. So I got the new water pump and everything I need for that. I should have. So I'm going to work on doing the water pump on that. The other thing is my snowblower, if I need that. I haven't had to use it in 3 or 4 years. So I'm going to see if I can drain the fuel on that, fresh fuel, see if she's even going to want to fire, and kind of go from there. But like I said, today's day of maintenance. I got to do that water pump, work on the snowblower, clear this snow from the yard, get a few things shuffled around and ready for this storm that's coming in and whatnot. So probably no progress on the house again today, but this is as important as anything. So let's get to it. And I'll clip in right here the screenshot of the weather forecast for tomorrow and the weekend. Oh boy. Well, at least the sun's out, but it's going smooth. I had to get a little creative here. I have 2 of these, one for coolant, one for oil. This is the oil one. This is a suction pump where you pump it up and it pulls fluid out and stores it inside here. I want to be able to reuse the coolant. My coolant one is 100 miles away right now. So I took a extra bucket I had and a lid, put the lid on, taped it, drilled a couple of holes so the hose, sorry about all the excess hose, I tried a thinner hose first, it was going super slow, but the hose from the pump comes up and goes into the 5-gallon bucket here, and then drilled another hole with a fatter hose, and that one I got stuffed down in the coolant system all the way down, and I'm snaking it through that hose down nice and low because there's the water pump I got to get off, so I want to get the coolant level lower than the water pump. And basically that'll pull the air and that'll let the coolant drop down in there, not contaminate this where it has some oil in it, and not contaminate the coolant because that's a clean 5-gallon bucket. So I'll be able to reuse that coolant. And let's see if I can show you here, but let's see if this will show. Yeah, you can see how much that pump is wiggling. So that's not good. Also, I think I'm going to need a tensioner pulley. The belt's touching it a little bit. But it doesn't, the tensioner pulley doesn't sound totally healthy. But that's okay. I can get that afterwards. The water pump's the slightly pain in the butt one because you got to drain the coolant, fill the coolant. Now, a lot of people will say, just put a bucket under there, pop the water pump off. Well, the reason why I don't want to do that is we're in New England. This thing has been driving around all kinds of salt on the road lately. So everything down below there has all a bunch of salt debris in there. So if you drain the coolant and let it flush over everything that's down there into a bucket, it's going to carry a bunch of salt with it. And then if you reuse the coolant into the coolant system, now that corrosive salt is going to be inside your coolant system, rotting things out from the inside out. That's not good. And whatnot. So that's why I want to try and suck it all out from the top, keep it clean, get this off with minimal spillage, and then be able to reuse that coolant. So one, it saves money on not buying new coolant, and two, it's you don't have to find out where to dispose of it and return it and maybe pay for it or whatever. So it's good all the way around. So I'm going to keep pulling this thing dry, and then we'll get the pump changed. And that's one of the many reasons why I like Chevys. You know, granted they're not all this easy, but this one is a Chevy. It's a 15 Silverado with 5.3, super common. And the water pump, this is all the water pump is. It's this big. You get right through the center here to all the bolts, right through all the pulleys. Basically, you take the belt off, and you don't even have to take off that. You don't even have to take off that air intake. I did. I just took it off because it takes 2 seconds and it gives that much more elbow room. But with taking the time, messing around with my setup here for the coolant, sucking that out, and I sucked out probably a little over 2 gallons, which was perfect. Probably about 45 minutes in. So that's pretty good. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to pour this into there without spilling any, and then I'm done. Well, now I'll run it, make sure everything's okay. Well, truck's up and running 100%. And as you've probably seen in some of the other videos, I have to do like the Austin Powers shuffle around here, back dragging and everything to get the snow out everywhere. Done it a bunch of times. Been plowing most of my life and never hit anything. Look at all this weird stuff near the corner of this container. Oh, it looks like there might be a fresh scratch there. That's weird. I wonder what that could be from. Yep. Backing up a little hot, hit it and just slid and bam, just enough. Oh well. But then, I wasn't even going to mention it, but then I just went over and rammed the snowbank, and a lot of times when you ram an old snowbank, it kicks the plow up really hard. So it kicked the plow up real high. And then I back up and I go to put it down, and it won't go down. This is going to be hard to show, but this is the chain that goes all the way down to here. It attaches right here, and if you look, the chain's hanging loose there. And then if you come over this side, you can see, yeah, the chain's loose over here. The link of the chain that's hooked up top went down, and what holds it here is a U-bolt. So there's like a threaded bolt sticking down. It must have went down and hooked right on the tip of that pin, that bolt. Yep, right there. What are the chances that chain just went blink and just hooked that bolt lightly? Now I'm going to pull back into the snowbank so I can let the plow down with the plow up to get the chain loose and see if I can pop that free. Oh boy, that's a first. 2 firsts today. There we go. Up on the snowbank. Able to get it down. Get it unhooked. Now let's see what we can do about cleaning the carburetor on this thing, getting this thing to run. Fire's right off on starter fluid, so I know it's just carburetor. So hopefully I can just take the bowl off, clean it out, see what happens. Wish me luck. But I got a bunch of the snow cleared off the garage and off the 2 trailers, the container, the camper, the other trailer in the other yard. I mean the other side of the yard, and all the cars. So off the awning of the camper and all that. So I got most of the dead weight off and whatnot. So we're ready for the foot, I think. Now let's see if we can get this thing working. Well, I was getting all prepped for the impending storm. We're supposed to get, I think, 17 inches now tomorrow of snow. And temperatures have been well below freezing, single digits. This morning was -1 at like 7 o'clock this morning, so it was probably even colder in the middle of the night with wind chills. I think the wind chill this morning at 7 was like 13 below, something like that. And they're talking wind chills of 20 to 40 below over the weekend with the snow. So that's going to be exciting. And as some of you know, I'm doing the camper life thing while I'm working on the house. And this morning, all the water pipes froze. So I hooked up the propane tank. I got a torpedo heater in there that has an electric fan in it that blows it out. That cranks some serious heat. So I've had that going in there for hours. And the pipes just started freeing up. So I just ran everything's clear. So now I'm gonna see if I can find a place to put this electric heater and just leave that under there, because I skirted the whole camper. So I'm gonna see if I can leave that under there and keep it from freezing, because it's not like it has to be 60 degrees under there. I think I just gotta get it up another 10-15 degrees to keep it from freezing again. So I think anything's going to help. Even some people say you just put a couple of incandescent light bulb fixtures under there and that's enough, but this is getting pretty bad. So I'm going to see if I can set this up. And this one panel here, I didn't actually tape this one in, I just cut it real nice, so if I had to go in there, there's the torpedo heater. Oh wow, that's hot in there. Yeah, so that thing's been going pretty good, 40,000 BTUs. Wow, there's some serious heat coming out of there. I'm going to get this cover back on. But I'm going to get this shut down and get the electric heater in there, and wish me luck that'll hold up for the, basically these temperatures are supposed to last for over a week right now, so hopefully it holds up. See what happens. Well, we're out here in the beginning of Snowmageddon. I think we're supposed to get like 20 inches or something like that of snow today. Between today and tomorrow morning, midday tomorrow, I think. Most of it today and overnight. And so far, we're only a few hours in. And as you can see, the Malibu, I tucked that over there. That's probably got about 8 inches on it. So I've cleared the awning here on the camper a couple of times already. Yeah, you can see how much there is over there. And like they say, little snow, big snow. It's little flakes, but it is adding up. It's adding up pretty quick. So I'm going to run the roof rake here some, clear off a bunch of the camper, probably clear off the cars, warm up the truck. Actually, I'll probably start clearing off the truck, warm up the truck, and clear off the camper while that warms up, do a quick plow job, and then relax, because I'm just relaxing and maintaining the storm today. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there and not working too hard. That's it for the big first round. My hands are freezing, barely hold the phone, but yeah. So a lot is plowed, and a bunch of the garage roof is raked off. The house roof, I'm not worried about that. That structure's nice. The camper is all raked off. Can you hear this? That's how quiet it is out here. Like, you can literally hear the snow falling. But yeah, so driveway is cleared for the most part. All pushed back into there. All cleared over here. And I did clear most of the bad side of the garage roof over here. Man, my hands are freezing. Oh, found some ice. Cleared a bunch of that. Basically, I'm just roof raking it in and it's falling inside the garage. But with that, I'm going to go inside before I lose a finger. Yeah, stay safe out there. Well, we're out here in the beginning of Snowmageddon. I think we're supposed to get like 20 inches or something like that of snow today. Between today and tomorrow morning, midday tomorrow, I think. Most of it today and overnight. And so far, we're only a few hours in. And as you can see, the Malibu, I tucked that over there. That's probably got about 8 inches on it. So I've cleared the awning here on the camper a couple of times already. Yeah, and you can see how much there is over there. And like they say, little snow, big snow. It's little flakes, but it is adding up. It's adding up pretty quick. So I'm going to run the roof rake here some, clear off a bunch of the camper, probably clear off the cars, warm up the truck. Actually, I'll probably start clearing off the truck, warm up the truck, and clear off the camper while that warms up, do a quick plow job, and then relax, because I'm just relaxing and maintaining the storm today. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there and not working too hard. that's it for the big first round. My hands are freezing, barely hold the phone, but yeah. So a lot is plowed, and a bunch of the garage roof is raked off. The house roof, I'm not worried about that. That structure's nice. The camper is all raked off. Can you hear this? That's how quiet it is out here. Like, you can literally hear the snow falling. But yeah, so driveway is cleared for the most part. All pushed back into there. All cleared over here. And I did clear most of the bad side of the garage roof over here. Man, my hands are freezing. Oh, found some ice. I cleared a bunch of that. Basically, I'm just roof raking it in and it's falling inside the garage. But with that, I'm going to go inside before I lose a finger. Yeah, stay safe out there. Well, it's the morning after the majority of the snow apocalypse. We're supposed to get another couple of inches today. But I did the one decent sized cleanup yesterday, and I just shoveled my way out of the camper. And I think, let's see, flip this thing around. All right, so this is kind of out in the middle. So we got another 8 inches here out in the middle. And I don't know if that's blown around, but let's see what the Jeep here I haven't cleaned off yet. So let's see. Come on. Okay, bear with me here. Let's see if we can look roughly across the top. 14 inches right there. That's probably, I don't know, it says 14 inches, but I don't know. It's definitely drifted in areas and blown thinner other areas and whatnot. So I can't say for sure, but I'd say that's a minimum, because that's up high enough where it would have been blown off. So who knows? But anyway, I'm going to work on seeing if I can clear this all one shot with the plow and hopefully minimize what I have to do with the snowblower, because this is light stuff, and I don't know if you've used a snowblower with light stuff. It covers you. No matter where you aim that chute, that stuff is just getting blown everywhere, and you turn into the abominable snowman. So, yeah, so I got my extension cord dangling there that's running that heater under there, trying to keep the pipes from freezing again. So I got to unhook that for a while so I can keep going back and forth here, and we'll work our way over to the main driveway. Let's see what happens. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys survived it well, and your plow guys and shovel people showed up, or your plow started, or your snowblower started, and whatnot. I know my friend Joyce, her pull cord ripped out of her snowblower last night, so I hope there wasn't too many tragedies, and you guys just kind of managed it and whatnot. I think it said it was 16 degrees. With a feels like of 6 degrees right now. So it's about right. So let's get to it. As a side note, I haven't used this snowsuit in like a super long time. And I just went to put that tape measure in my pocket here, and I found one of my old favorite work lights. I haven't used this suit in probably, I'd say, at least 2 years. And let's check this thing out. It's still charged. I love this little guy. It's a score. Today's off to a good start. Well, that's too much abuse on the plow. So I have a tractor. Use the tractor, dummy. But got these two trailers shoveled off most of the way. A little bit left on the very far front. Not overly worried about that. When I'm all wrapped up, I'll probably do that last. So I'm trudging in like knee-deep snow over there, getting it all up my pant legs and all that stuff to get to the front side. Maybe I'll do that last. But got everything cleared. I think it was a little off camera, but the berm at the end of the driveway was pretty bad. Got that. I back dragged a bunch of it, so I only pushed a little bit to the other side of the street, and then went out, turned around, pushed everything else all the way back in around the corner, and just roof raked this stuff down, and then plowed it out of the way here. I'm still going to do a bunch of snow blowing and whatnot, and got it cleared all the way down over to there. And I'm still going to go in there and turn around and move all that stuff around. But right now, I'm going to shovel out the garage door and see if Mr. Ferguson wants to come out and play. And I'll move that snowbank back, and then I'll see what else I can do with him and just kind of keep going. Let's see. I don't know how much I'll record, but I'll probably record a bunch of it and post it, mainly just so I see it like next year and be like, oh, this winter's not so bad. Well, that was tedious. It was a lot of plowing, tractoring, snow blowing, roof raking, snow blowing, roof raking, snow blowing again, plowing again. And then my neighbor stopped by with a beer and I hang out and catch up for a few minutes. So I shot the breeze with him. And I think I'm done for the day, but I do got to move the snowblower. So I'm going to fire off the snowblower and I'm going to see if I'm going to blaze my trail all the way out back for Riley or not. Most likely not. Maybe I'll leave that for tomorrow. But we'll see. I'll check in with that if I do. But got this side all cleared. Everything pushed around. Let's see how much snow there is on the roof. And I got the top of the camper all cleared off. And this whole area cleared and whatnot. See how much ice is freezing on the camper. And snow blowed all the way around the camper. I roof raked it off. I snow blowed all that again. Cleared off all the cars. Snow blowed around those. And this over here, I can't plow this because this is all rocks and it's like ramped uphill. So you can't, I just dig the rocks out. So I had to snow blow all this after I raked the car off. And then took the tractor. Yeah, driveway's all cleared. I took the tractor and moved this huge pile all the way back. Excuse me. And yeah, I think I'm gonna at least see if I can make a path around the house tonight. See if we do it. If I do it, I'll post a little video. If not, this is the end of it. Hope you guys survived the storm well. Well, that's that. Sounds like the snowblower's petering out. Might be running out of gas or something. It's not running 100%, so whatever. But I snowblowed a whole path out back for Riley and Timber. Everywhere. Okay, let's see if I can flip this around. Hands are freezing. And it sounds like that thing's gonna die out. But did a path all the way out back, and then all the way out around the other side, in that area, all the way up to the back of the house, and back. And with that, I am calling it a day. I'm going to try and crank this thing up before it stalls out on me. There we go. Anyway, hope you guys survived the storm well. Sorry my jaw's frozen. It is freezing out here. My hands are frozen. But anyway, we'll check in later.